Well, now to new guidance from the CDC that could be coming down about COVID-19 and when it's okay to stop self-isolating.
All right, it seems the agency is considering changing the current recommendations. Fox 5's Jessica Formoso live in the newsroom with more. Jessica.
Good evening, Steve and Natasha. Well, doctors say the COVID guidelines are due for an update, yet some say being fever-free for 24 hours should not determine whether or not you stay home, saying you can still be very contagious without having a fever. Quarantining because you have COVID may be a thing of the past come the spring. The CDC is expected to drop its 5-day COVID isolation period sometime in April, meaning people would no longer have to stay home for an extended period of time.
The thought process is that as our society has gained immunity to this virus as a whole and people are becoming less sick on average, obviously there's exceptions to that rule, but as people are becoming less sick, that we can treat it more like a cold or RSV as opposed to, the original COVID virus that was really making people fatally ill.
The CDC plans to recommend that people who test positive for the coronavirus determine when to end isolation depending on their symptoms. If you have been fever-free for at least 24 hours without the aid of meds and your symptoms are mild and improving, you no longer need to stay home.
In my activities, no one has really been doing the quarantine thing anymore.
At some point we have to return to normalcy, and then we have to take precautions for, say, if you have some sort of a predisposition to having worse symptoms, then you can tell your employer maybe I won't return. But otherwise, at some point we need to kind of pass over this hump, and hopefully at some point we can treat it like the flu.
The last time COVID-19 guidelines were updated was in December of 2021, when they cut the isolation period from 10 days to 5 days.
Not everybody has the high fever with COVID or the flu or any of these viruses. And so the fever alone, I don't think is the best indicator to clear someone.
Dr. Purvi Parikh, an immunologist, says she has mixed feelings about dropping the isolation period, suggesting testing should be required.
It's a good idea to add that testing back as part of it, the rapid at-home tests, because at least if that's negative, for the most part, you're not as contagious as if you would be if that test was positive. It's not perfect, but at least it adds a little bit more reassurance.
Again, these are just proposed guidelines. As of right now, the White House would have to sign off. So if you do get COVID, you must isolate. Steve, back to you upstairs.
All right, thanks, Jessica.